Shop fabrication rates. Wanted to talk to you for a minute about shop fabrication rates. I had a few clients ask me about determine their prices and how to actually price for their shop fabrication. The prices actually varies. It all depends on what type of welding procedure you're going to be doing. So if you're working on stick welding only, or MIG welding only, or TIG welding only, it all depends on what you're doing, or if you're doing a combination of all three. In my personal opinion, I would say charge no less than $50 an hour for your shop fabrication, and you can charge all the way up to $100 an hour. It all depends on what exactly you are building, what the process it is, and what you have into the material or into the process. So honestly, I think that it's wise. It would be wise that we would invest in the necessary equipment so that way we can make the income we're trying to make and be able to help the customers and clients who have different specialties in their fabrication needs, because everybody has different needs. So if you have a different need, or you have some type of specialty product you're trying to build, because some people want you to build their prototypes, and for those who won't build prototypes, you have to have a bare minimum, because honestly, people will waste your time. And time is valuable, and you have to let them know that, and that's why you put a price on it. So a lot of times people will have you changing things, doing this, and when you let them know, hey, this is going to be on the price, then they're, oh, well, you know what, I tell you what, that ain't that bad. It's crazy how a person will change their mind when you get to know when that number get to rolling up. So keep that in mind. Don't cheat yourself. Don't beat yourself. But, be able to have a nice, solid service that can actually help someone and provide something valuable to them. So my shop rate starts off at $50 an hour, and then it goes up from there. It just all depends on what type of fabrication I'm doing. Now, on the average, when I'm doing my service calls, if I'm leaving, then they start out at $75 an hour at a 2-hour minimum. And actually, my service calls price is about to go up here soon. But it all depends on what you're doing and if it's worth your time. So I do a 2-hour minimum right now, because majority of the stuff I do is within, I say, a 45-minute radius on the average. So I do pretty much $75 an hour at a 2-hour minimum. Sometimes it might take an hour to do the job, but you still have to drive up there and drive back. So you have to put all of that into your pricing. I charge 60 cents a mile when I travel. It depends on what type of vehicle you have, what type of commercial truck or regular vehicle you might have. But starting off at a good price, having a good price that's firm, stand on it. Don't worry about someone saying it's this or that, or someone saying, well, you're in a professional shop. One thing that I learned, when you're good at what you do, you're good at what you do. And you don't have to have a $100,000 a professional shop if you have a garage starting out, or a small shop. However you got it, it's all about your skill set. If you're good at what you do, it doesn't matter what type of surroundings you're in starting out, because we're getting started trying to build our independence. So just wanted to give you a few small updates on your shop fabrication rates. I had a few people ask me. So I think that it's honestly safe to start off at $50 an hour, and then just go up from there and calculate what you are going to be doing. I have seen some shop rates start off at $75. I have seen some shop rates start off at $95. In Feniks, actually, shop fabrication rate starts off at $95. And that was trailer fabrication, like working on trailers, bringing it in. They shop fabrication hours said, I remember sitting on the side of a building, our low price of $95 an hour. You know what I mean? So it all depends on what area you in as far as how much you can charge. So it's the cost of living. A few things going to come into that equation. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to be in a small town charging LA prices. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't gonna work out for you. So you want to be able to compensate for your area, but then also be able to know your worth, know your value, know what you're worth. Because if you don't know, they don't know. Hold on.